Welcome to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, home to the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles, and fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup at The Rock. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Army Black Knights, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Black Knights will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Golden Eagles offense will start this game off. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that was a nice effort to lay out, not let the ball hit the ground, suck it in. What a great catch by that playmaker.
The Golden Eagles getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Got a man. It's Keith. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
And the Golden Eagles in the hurry-up. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. And they jump on top. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Benson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Cadets offense will go to work for the first time. The offense set for a 1st down play. On the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Goes to the option. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. Making sure the fullback gets a touch there. Good pickup there, 5 or 6.
Yeah, and he's a north-south runner. You just give this guy a little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets upfield quickly. And that guy is hard to bring down.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. You're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
And the Black Knights will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes a move. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. He'll keep it himself. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Fast motion from the offense. To the air, it's Rodemaker. They're bringing heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And you usually don't bring in dime packages for running teams. You bring in dime because you know they're going to throw the football. You got more speed on the back end to cover, and defensive linemen know they have their job to do. And their job is to go get that quarterback and get that sucker on the ground.
The Golden Eagles will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed, working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Reynolds. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Handoff to the single back. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. That's exactly what you'd expect from this brave old Army team getting it done on the ground.
Yeah, they know who they are, they know what they want to do, and they're going to run the football at you early and often in this football game.
The Black Knights have their offense in high gear. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Now on second down. They'll run the option. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Daly. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And it's right down the boulevard. There is a flag on the play. Now, this is on the defense. It might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On the option. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Give it to the guy with no neck, 2 chin straps, oversized shoulder pads, the big burly fullbacks. Those guys are awesome. They're kind of a dying breed in college football, but you love seeing them get the pigskin, fall forward, and hit anybody in their way.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Army.
Really nice job between the quarterback and tight end on that play. And in this area of the field, these windows are really small, so you've got to have great timing. QB and tight end showed you right there.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Line getting set on 2nd down. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking downfield, it's Rodemaker. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Wide open downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And the Golden Eagles want to crank the tempo. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Grab behind the line. It's Clark. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Off play action. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
They keep attacking through the air. Going up top. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Southern Miss. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it out. It's Benson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here comes the option. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Looking for a man. It's Daly. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And when you run that screen, it takes a lot more time to develop because those offensive linemen, remember, they're going to block, release, and go get somebody. Quarterback's got to get rid of that ball a lot faster when you're running those screen plays.
And the Black Knights will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. fair catch, called for and made. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
The Golden Eagles headed quickly to the line. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
To the wideout. Brought down at the 13-yard line. Brings up second down.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set is able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Golden Eagles have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Brings up second and goal.
Second and goal coming up. Looking to throw, it's Rodemaker. Lets it fly. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi.
How about that? Second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Now on the option. He'll pull it on the read. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Back to pass, it's Daly. Looking to take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
This secondary has a lot of speed in the back end. That time, he flew over to the football, was able to pop it up in the air for an incompletion.
The Black Knights decide to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it was a nice play there, handing it off to the fullback, and the defense is lucky. That strong safety came downhill. He made that tackle. If he doesn't make it, who knows, guys? I mean, that might have been a touchdown.
And on second down for this offense. On the option. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Those fullbacks are grown men. Those guys are constantly hitting linebackers and blocking the whole entire game. So when you get a chance to give the big boy the ball, it's always, and you know what it is? It's a morale boost for everybody on the whole field. Everybody gets jacked up, and he finally gets to touch the football.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Black Knights are moving quickly down the field. They'll run the option. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29.
I love when you throw the fullback a bone. The dude is so unselfish, blocks the whole game. Give him a bone every now and again.
Well, of course you like the fullbacks because you wish you had been a fullback. Some wanted to make you a fullback, and you were great. Could have been even greater.
Or I could have been a defensive lineman and a three-time All-American in the first round.
It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? Run it with the fullback. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. He fakes it. They fake it, goes to the tight end. And they swarm him under. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly. Looking for a gap. It's Clark. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Brings up second down.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll leave it with him. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
For Southern Miss.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking for a man. It's Rodemaker. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. You got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
They've got the screen set up. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking to move it through the air. The sure hands, it's Reynolds.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. That's caught. It's Reynolds. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Feeling some heat. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Now the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
Yeah, and the QB decided to take it himself. He got a little bit of pressure, you could see, and decided to take off, scramble, and couldn't get the 1st down. Now it's 4th down decision time. No matter where it is on the field or what the distance is, you know there's a chance. We still might go for it.
On 4th down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, we've been looking forward to this one all week. A fun start to things in Hattiesburg. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Rock.
The Golden Eagles will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Using the quick game. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. The option look. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
You know, I know that's not what that play was designed to do, but I'm telling you, this fullback, he's pretty special. He's not just good at blocking. He's not just a physical runner, but he can do some damage and make people miss, and you saw it on that play.
The Black Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Spins away from the defense. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. On the option. Solid fundamentals. Trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Goes to the option. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field, but the run game has not been the problem today.
And the Black Knights look to keep this drive humming. He'll ride his man on the option. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I love fullbacks that are versatile. You don't see many of them in college football anymore, but this guy's unique. He is a weapon when he has the ball in his hands.
Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. They'll run the option. Got the first down and more. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
They'll go to the fullback. Plows through the defense. Hard-hitting tackle.
He's tackled at the 9-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the option. He'll toss it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Black Knights! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. Give to the big fullback. Snowed under by the defense.
Well, they were trying to catch the defense sleeping. They're giving it to the fullback on the 2-point play, but the defense was ready, and they stop him short.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Handoff from the gun. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Game 2. 3rd down coming up.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Rodemaker. Throwing right. It's caught. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd short, what they like 3rd medium, 3rd long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
And the Golden Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Clay. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Off the play fake. Makes the grab outside. It's Heath. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the 1st down.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Fires to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
To the air, it's Rodemaker. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Snagged in the middle, H. Clark.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mims. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the 1st, and we got a fresh set of downs.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Miss.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Got his man quickly. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Complete. Beating the screen. Brought down at the 27-yard line. 3rd down coming.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And as I saw that screen start to develop, I thought, big play coming. I just didn't realize it would be for the defense.
They got him there quick, and the quarterback's supposed to see that, right? He's supposed to let him come upfield, buy a little bit of time, but then he's got to get rid of it, get it to his playmaker. The offense did not do their end of the bargain. Quarterback got sacked.
The Black Knights send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. 1st down for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Southern Mississippi has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Give to the running back. At the 35, he's open. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Second down going up.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
He's marked down at the 28. Third down coming up.
Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Power football with the run. Tough, hard-nosed run. He picks up 3 but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Movement here from the tight end. On 4th down, they'll run it, looking for the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
It leads to second down.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. This time on target. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Rodemaker. Lowers those pads. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out.
Number 41 set to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages, just keep the ball in front of you, keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. Steps away to find some room. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him. And they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
Well, after not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Running back goes in motion. Trying play action. That's caught. It's Reynolds. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Southern Miss.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
That makes the score Southern Mississippi 22-16.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Back to throw, it's Daly. Unloads to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Reynolds. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
If you're trying to throw these curl routes against zone coverage, you got to have great timing. Nice job there by the quarterback, understanding where he wanted to go with it, but also the conviction. Did you see the arm talent on that throw?
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Black Knights are moving quickly down the field. They're going to throw it again. Dumps it to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Stewart.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. And the Black Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Daly. He finds his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
Wow, what a play. We're going to need to see that again to make sure he makes this catch and gets the foot in bounds. That was a great acrobatic play, understanding where you're at on the field to make that big catch.
Here comes the 2-point try. Looking to throw. Buys a little time. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points, and then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
The deficit is huge, this one is all, but over the they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting running toward the tape. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Nothing like stomping the guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out.